Okay, hello again, guys. Let's just review real quick what we learned about the area of a circle after watching the story Circumference and the Isle of Imiter. So basically, he took apart the orange and showed that he could create a rectangle from those pieces. And to find the area of a rectangle, use the formula length times width. So he used some approximations and came up with a formula for the area of a circle. So basically, if you have a circle, such as this, I'm going to go ahead and write the formula down here. Or let me just go ahead and give us a radius. So let's say the radius is 3 meters. That's the radius of our circle. So the area equals, pi. I'm going to have to draw the symbol for pi here. Pi has a squiggly line, not the straight line. Pi r and squared. So we're going to make this real small to look like the squared symbol and put it right there. So there's our formula for the area of a circle. So let's break that apart. What does that mean, pi r squared? That's something you need to memorize, but for now, let's dissect it and figure out what it means. We know what area is. Area means how much space is inside the circle. How much does it fill up in a 2D figure? So I know what area is. What is pi? Pi is 3.14. We don't have to use all those big numbers. We can just break it down to 3.14. When we see that there is no symbol here, it's just a symbol next to a letter, that means we're going to multiply them. I'm going to put my multiplication symbol there. And pi times, what does r squared mean? It means it's going to be the radius times the radius. And we're going to do that first because we know that in the order of operations, we do exponents first. So I'm going to put that in parentheses, radius times radius. All right, now how does that apply to this problem? So we're going to say area equals 3.14 times, what is 3 times 3? Radius is 3 times 3. Radius times radius. Again, not radius times 2, but radius times radius. So that's our problem. Let's break it down again. Area equals 3.14 times 9. I know that 3 times 3 is 9. So now I have to solve to find out what the area of my circle is. So I'm going to say 3.14 times 9. And we'll figure that out. And I know that 9 times 4 is 36. I'm going to put a 6. And in my head, I'm going to carry, I can go ahead and carry the 3. 9 times 1 is 9, plus 3 more is 12. So I put my 2, carry the 1. 9 times 3 is 27, plus 1 more is 28. All right, am I done with my problem? Yeah, no. Hopefully you noticed that we have a decimal point up here. We ignored it while we were solving the problem, but now we have to put it back. So we see that we have 1, 2 places for the decimal point. So that means I have to put 1, 2 places back into the problem. So 1 into the answer. So here's where my decimal point should go. So my answer should be 28.26 meters squared. Or I can just do the little, oops, not there. I can do the little squared symbol. There we go. So 28.26 meters squared. That's how much is in this circle. So the radius is 3 meters, but our area is 28.26 meters squared. Okay, we're going to give this a try now. So what I want you guys to do is to use this formula. You might want to write it down in your journal or write down some of these notes or even write this example into your journal. Area equals pi r squared. Remember that when the symbol is next to the letter, it means you're going to multiply. When you square something like r squared, you're multiplying times itself, not times 2. So you'll do the squaring part first, and then you'll multiply it by pi. Let me give you one more scenario. What if I gave you a circle, such as this one, and I told you that the diameter was 6 meters. So what would I have to do first to find the area of this square? I know that the formula is area equals pi r squared. But I don't have r in this circle. So what am I going to need to do to be able to find the area of this circle? Well, I know that the diameter is 6 meters, and I know that the radius is half the diameter, right? So if I looked at my radius here, my radius from here to here would be half of that, so my radius would be 3. So I can go ahead and figure out this problem just like I did before. So I would say area equals pi times 3 times 3. Sometimes people make the mistake of just saying 6 because they think, oh, radius squared. Oh, 3 times 2 is 6. Don't do that. Find out what your radius is first and then square it. Okay, so on the next click on my blog, you guys are going to see a worksheet called Area of a Circle Worksheet. I want you to look at those problems and solve them, but I want you to, or try to solve them. This is going to be new for you. It's good practice. But I want you to actually put your answers on the form below the Area of a Circle document. Underneath there, it's a form that you can actually put your answers into and submit it so I can actually see what you came up with. And then we'll talk about what the correct answers are tomorrow. All right, happy Monday.